Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello, world.
What's up, Chris?
What's up, guys?
What's up, dude? What's going on?
So, I wasn't on last night, but, I've been trying to keep up with this whole, Deadpool 2, what's turning into kind of like a debacle.
Yeah.
Because it just seems like this is becoming a mess because we get one story, then we get another story, and then we get, an add-on to the first story, and then an add-on to the second story, and then they start to overlap, and it's like, I don't really know where this started. I just know kind of the general idea of what happened.
Now, let me just say, when we put this in the video about it, and again, guys, if I put a question mark in the title, it means it's a rumor, it's in question, meaning that we're questioning it ourselves.
Yes.
Right.
It's not definite. That's my style. If you see me put a question mark, even sometimes if we know the story may be true, and if I don't believe it yet, I put a question mark in the title, meaning that we're going to pursue it further, and then when I see a period or an exclamation point next to it, then yes, it's real. So go ahead.
Right. So, for those of you who don't know, and there's no spoilers in this, so don't worry about it. Unless you really don't want to know, anything at all, in which case stop watching now. But there's nothing related to the plot of this movie at all, so don't worry about that. So, allegedly, Fox did some test screenings for Deadpool 2. And some people who reacted to the test screening said that, or the test screenings, I should say, said that the audience hated the movie. They said it got terrible reactions. They said Fox was like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? And they said now they're going to do all these reshoots, yada, 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 right? Then it started to be like, that was the rumor. It started to gain more fire when they asked Josh Brolin if he was going to do reshoots, and he was like, yeah, I am. So everyone was like, oh shit, that means that this movie it must be true. How bad does this movie suck that they're doing reshoots when the release date is almost around the corner?
Thank you.
Right.
Just thank you. But go ahead, yeah.
So then there was, around this time, there was another article that came out that was like, I don't know where you guys got this information, but the test screenings went fine. The audience liked it.
Bullshit.
They said it was okay. Now, here's the thing. The articles that were saying that the test screenings went fine were more credible than the articles that weren't saying that it was okay.
Okay.
Or that were saying, all right. So right there, I was like, okay. Then kind of the nail into this was that Josh Brolin had these reshoots scheduled for a long time. So it was not in response to the test screenings. So at that point, I was thinking, okay, the movie must be all right. These people took it out of proportion, and they ran with a story that they thought was true, that it was bad. But apparently, the audience liked it and whatnot. So right there, I was kind of like, okay, this happens all the time.
But
then this article came out that said, yeah, the test screenings went well, but there's a twist in the movie that I think a lot of people are going to hate.
Oh, no.
So, and they likened it to Iron Man 3.
oh God,
They
the
said
Mandarin.
basically the twist in Iron Man 3, this is the equivalent to that.
So
Don't tell me that.
might not actually be Apocalypse. Might be.
Don't tell me that Cable was like Strife or some shit.
So now I'm thinking. So I was like, so what are you saying? Are you saying that? And this is me questioning the article. But are you saying that the test screenings went badly at one part, or are you saying that they went good altogether? Because you can't say that the test screening went well, but there's something that a lot of people are going to hate.
So something
You know what I'm
is
saying?
wrong with the movie, basically.
if I'm gonna, this is me from the outside in looking at this, right? From what I heard, and my opinion right now, I haven't seen anything, so this is just me speculating. I'm gonna say that again. This is just me speculating.
Yeah, we got to emphasize that lately because people are
Yes.
nuts. But yeah.
I think that there is a problem with the movie. That they are not saying, which makes sense to me because you wouldn't say that about a test screening,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Right.
the company. I don't think the reshoots have anything to do with the test screening. I think a majority of the audience probably liked it, but there's something in there that they didn't like.
Right.
I think that's where the first article that said they hated the movie, I think that's inaccurate. I think they hated part of the movie, but a majority of the screening went well.
Okay. But here's the most important question, period. Because this question, again, could determine if you like the movie or not overall. Is that twist part at the end of the movie?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Because the reason why I say this, and I don't know if you've ever seen this movie, there was this great movie with Nicolas Cage where he was like an angel, whatever, right? And then at the end there was a twist. City Angels, whatever, right? Was that? And the twist was so bad, it ruined the entire movie where you never would want to see the movie again. You'd be like, F you. Same thing like the other movie with Keanu Reeves, Sweet November. The whole movie was fantastic until the end, and then it sucked. And then it's like, I never want to see.
Bell Witch.
So if you have something happen at the end, it's going to distort your whole movie experience overall because it ruins it for you. So I'm just wondering where this takes place in the movie, you know. But and what the hell the twist is really? It has to be with Cable.
Yeah,
it has to be.
I don't know. I mean, and again, this is this person's opinion. So I mean, it might not be anything, and maybe it's something that they're thinking might ruin it. But if there is, and again, I'm going to say, if there is a twist in this movie that like screws up the whole thing, I really wonder, A, what it is, B, like you were saying, where it takes place in the movie, and C, like what kind of possessed them to do this.
Well, here's the thing that goes further. If I don't know if you saw the cast that we're talking about it, right? My concern was, and again, we don't just report any old story anyway. It has to get some type of traction for us to report, even if it's a rumor, because you look over these articles, right? But my whole thing is, you remember how it was Tim Miller, who was part of the original Deadpool, right? Was it Tim Miller? The guy that worked on original Deadpool, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
There was some conflict because he didn't want the direction that it was going to go. He didn't want it to be bigger, better, whatever, like whatever. And he had conflict with Ryan Reynolds himself. And Ryan Reynolds, I guess, wanted him out. And like they got him out. But you have to wonder what the hell that was in the movie that he thought this is a bad idea. And then you got to wonder, like, if the original guy that worked on Deadpool was shafted out or left voluntarily or whatever, right? If this is because of that or whatever. Because what the hell could they do to the movie that makes it different? And you don't want to alienate your audience. You don't want to, like, people like, this is Deadpool? It looks like friggin' Civil War Deadpool or something. You know, like, you want to enjoy it. You don't keep doing a thing like bigger, 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 bigger. Oh, let's have 20 heroes. And that's not Deadpool. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be about Deadpool, not stupid ass other stuff going on in the background. No matter what, he should be the main focus, and they shouldn't get storylines bigger than him. Even a time travel thing, it should be ridiculous with him and Cable, but not this. Because I saw this scene where they're all in this freaking thing, and I'm like, what is this? You know, like they're all in the helicopter, all this standing together with him, and I'm like, this looks absolutely ridiculous.
Well, this goes back to the point I was trying to make, and I'm not saying that the movie's bad, right? We haven't seen it yet, and I'm going to put it out there. I'm not a fan of Deadpool. I don't like Deadpool. I saw the movie. I liked the movie. I didn't think it was funny. I thought it was a good movie, but I didn't laugh.
Right.
I'm not a big Deadpool fan.
Okay.
I don't want to see this movie fail. I don't really care how it does, to be honest with you, because I'm not going to see it.
It can't fail. Yeah.
Here's my thing. And I think whether this story is true or not, it's kind of a good wake-up call, because I've said this before. It was almost like a foregone conclusion that Deadpool 2 had to be good because the first one was good and everybody liked it. That is not true for any movie ever. This movie could suck.
Yes.
Any movie could suck.
Yes.
It's better to go in with that idea than to be like, it's going to be good. Because if you do that and it sucks, it's 10 times worse. It's just like going into a movie being like, oh, this movie's going to suck. You know, you should try to have an open mind. I know that's difficult sometimes, and I'm not saying that I always have an open mind about movies, but this is a good lesson for a lot of people, including myself, to learn that any movie can suck no matter what it is.
Anything. Even
I've always said the movie maker's job, the only thing a movie maker's job should be is make a good movie. That's their only job.
Listen,
and allow the audience to make it a great one.
We all remember Superman 3 and Superman 4, The Quest for Peace.
Easy.
We all remember Alien 3. We all remember, like, Aliens vs. Predator 1 and 2. I mean, we remember the ridiculous sequels, like, you know, Jason Goes to Hell and Freddy's Dead and ridiculous...
Those lovely prequels to Star Wars.
And Fast... All these things that just make... Well, for me, Last Jedi. But I'm saying any movie... Even Avengers could have it. Avengers can have a movie that's so shitty, and you can think, oh my God, this is great, and it's not. Anything.
That's another thing that people need to realize, too.
And Justice League, everybody went in there thinking, oh, this is going to be good.
Everybody's thinking Infinity War is going to be the greatest thing ever.
Well, that's my thing, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, I know everything. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, and this is getting a little off topic, but it's kind of in topic, but it's for Infinity War. There's never been a movie attempted like this before.
I know.
Okay? This is either going to work or it's not. There's not going to be an in-between with this. Be prepared.
Well, I got to tell you.
Just in case.
I have some concerns about Avengers Infinity War. When we first saw Thanos in that trailer, I didn't like it at all. Like, what the hell is it? He looks like he's coming out with jeans, and he's just like, you know, like the way they made him appear in all the other Avenger movies was different than some guy walking in the, you know what I'm saying?
Well, those were primarily CGI.
No, I know that, but I was like, what the hell is this? When I saw him like that, right? Notice how all the trailers we have, which we don't really have that many trailers, but I don't really see anything with Thanos. It's like their reaction, like,
that's because that's because he's the main character of this movie.
I know, but you don't have him in the trailer really that much.
No, that's why, though, because this is one of the things that's starting to concern me, and it's mostly with like the general audience who doesn't follow this stuff.
Right.
They've said that Thanos is the main character of this movie.
Right.
Like, this is his movie.
Right.
I'm wondering if people are going to go into this movie expecting, like, oh, the heroes are the main characters. And then they go see it, and it's like, wait, why are we focusing so much on this guy?
It's all like Thanos talking or Thanos himself, and they're just there.
That's what I'm wondering. I'm
wondering
worried about
if this
is going to be... I'm wondering if this is going to be like the... How come this is the Thanos movie? You know, with some people, like I'm wondering if that's going to be the reaction.
I don't know. I'm a little worried, but I'm not that much worried. Not like Deadpool. Deadpool, I'm like, oh crap, because we had this thing where it could be messed up because the guy left or fired or whatever. And I'm like, why are they pushing this guy out? What's the big deal? You know? Yeah, I was very worried back then. So,
and what would be funny is if the parts in which the guy who left had, those are the parts they got to fix.
And listen, I don't like the people that they're like, don't worry about it, it's going to be fine. No, that I don't
fine
deal.
Good. Fine.
No, No, I don't deal with the 10 out of.
Fine is fine, but we want it to be good.
No, I don't deal with the 10 out of.
Comic, or do you want a good comic?
Yeah, I don't deal with the 10 out of 10 club where, oh, you don't worry about it. It's going to be great. It's going to be great because it's a comic book movie. It's going to be great. No, it's not going to be great. You don't know if it's going to be great. It could suck. And then you're still, what
like
do you
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Right. Yes, with no spider sense. Which my son Joe bought it for me, even though he knew I didn't want it for my birthday, because he wants me to see it a couple times. But I'm a Spider-Man fan. He's like, he doesn't say, like, how could I not like a Spider-Man movie? That's the only movie I like. But anyway, I'm going to watch a couple times. But anyway, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like the way they did that. Hopefully, Homecoming 2, he has the spider sense, which he has in Infinity War. But anyway, it could suck. Like Deadpool, if the second movie sucks, what do? Do you make a third? Do you get your heads together and you're like, yeah, we shouldn't have got rid of Tim Miller. We kind of fucked up there. I mean, what do you do? Who's at fault that made it suck?
He could make cracks upon the second one like he did with his...
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, who's responsible?
Too much irreparable damage.
I want to know if anybody's going to take full responsibility for it sucking. Like, did Ryan Reynolds totally alter this shit and said, you got to fire this guy or whatever? I want to know, because if that's the case, then we know. But then again, we don't know what the hell. Why are they, in a Deadpool movie, right? Why are they doing a controversial or big twist? Like, this is Deadpool. This is not like X-Men or Avengers. Like, why are you getting bigger than what you are? You know what I'm saying? I know they have stuff in the comics, like Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe and Deadpool this, but Deadpool, like, being the biggest thing of the biggest thing is ridiculous in itself. Okay? It's not supposed to be that big, But why are they making ridiculous? Why are they making ridiculous twists in this? Is this going to be like?
We don't know. We don't even know
thing?
if they're doing that. We
don't
even know if they're doing that. So I mean, really, I almost agree with the people that are saying just wait and see, because really that's going to be the only way. Now, if down the line another article comes out from maybe a more credible source that says, yeah, there's something weird in this movie, that's when you start to say, this is a problem.
Yeah. Okay. So there's that. Did you want to talk about anything else? We'll do a different cast?
It's up to you.
Yeah, all right. We're going to leave this isolated just to Deadpool 2. All right, we'll be back. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye for now.